Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the tier list of every Generation 2 Pokemon this time. We did Generation 1 last time and it got a little bit controversial. So we're going to do Generation 2 this time and hopefully it can be even better. Hopefully it can even be more controversial with my opinion. So if you're doing just a video, make sure to like and subscribe, really helps out. And I don't think we have anything else to say. Let's get straight into it. Here we are with Generation 2 and I'll go through the tier list that we've got. So we've got Goats, which is obviously the best of the best. I might stretch maybe more than one person in Goat. Depends on how I'm feeling. Amazing, well, it's self-explanatory. Amazing. Decent, meh, forgot about you, basically. Oh yeah, you're a thing. And then Mega Evolutions, because I'm not going to really count Mega Evolutions. I didn't do it in the first video, so I'm not going to count it in this video. I understand some people, I think I got a comment saying like, oh, well, you should have counted Mega Evolutions. I'm not going to count them. I might do a tier list of Mega Evolutions later on, towards the end of the season, or the series. So, but we got lots of Pokemon to get through today. Like, I'm talking a lot, but I think yeah, I added like a decent amount, maybe 100 more. So I'm really gonna be testing my Pokemon knowledge as well. I already know there's a few in here that I'm not familiar with. I know every Pokemon in there, just kind of forgot the name of, which I think is fair enough when it's over like 1,000. So let's just get straight into it. We're gonna start off with Chikorita. And Chikorita, I know a lot of people hate Chikorita. I don't mind Chikorita. I think Chikorita is decent. I quite like the design. I think it's quite cute. Bayleaf as well, I think Bayleaf's meh, and I would probably put Magnesium, I think his name is, in meh as well. I don't like, people hate these ones. They hate them. They think they're terrible, but I don't think they're terrible. I think they could do better. I quite like the design. It's like a dinosaur, a lizard. I think it's quite cool. Well, Cyndaquil, we all know he's going into Goat, as well as Quilava and Typhlosion. They have to go into Goat. Like, Cyndaquil is my favorite Pokemon. Like, it has to go into Goat, obviously. Totodile, I'm gonna put Totodile into Amazing, because when I first played through Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I chose Totodile, and then my mate transferred me, or traded over, sorry, a Cyndaquil, just an egg, and then it instantly became my starter Pokemon. But I do like Totodile, Feraligatr, and Crawdnor. Crawdnor is decent, but I do like Feraligatr. I think he's just a big fucking alligator. You can't really complain, realistically. Sentret and Ferret, they're HM slaves. They are HM slaves, so I'm going to put Sentret in meh, but I do like Ferret's design, to be fair. So I'm going to put him in meh. Hoothoot and Noctowl. Hoothoot, I'm going to put in meh, and Noctowl once again into decent. It's a big owl. Like, there's not really special about it. These two are going straight into Forgot About You. Lady Bar, I think it is. Like this is what I mean. Like, these are Pokemon that I don't remember the names of properly. So I'm not gonna put them too high up, because I feel like if I remember them, like, they should be decently high up then. Especially if I like them. But so we're gonna go straight into Spinarak and Ariados, I believe. Spinarak is meh. Same for Ariados, realistically. Crobat is straight into a me. Ooh, I'm tempted to put Crobat in Goats, because I really do like Crobat. We're putting Crobat in Goats. I really like Crobat. If I have a chance to use a Crobat, I will use a Crobat happily. Or looking at the bus coming up, actually, I might push him down. I'm gonna put him in Amazing. Amazing's still good, realistically. And also, what is your favorite Generation 2 Pokemon? Let me know in the comments below as well, because Generation 2 is my favorite generation. It's pure nostalgia for me. So let me know what your favorite one in Generation 2 is as well. Going into Lantern's evolution line, kind of forgot about you, and I think you're quite decent, to be fair, I don't mind you. Pichu, amazing. He's really cute. He's really cute, let's be honest. He's the pre-evolution to Pikachu. They had to do it. The selling point was brilliant, to be fair. And I quite like Cleffy. Cleffy's alright. Cleffy's meh. Cleffy's cute. Decent, meh. But meh. Like, Cleffy's cute though. Igglypuff, forgot about you. Like, why are you? Not my favorite Pokemon. Cute Pokemon though. Togepi, amazing. Togetic, amazing as well. I quite like the evolution line. And this is quite a controversial one. Natu's evolution line, I love. Natu's going straight up into Amazing, and Xatu could go into Decent. I really like the idea of them. They kind of like, first off, it talks with, like, how I don't know the language, the flag language. It talks with the flag language. I think it's sick, personally. And I just really like the design. Straight up into Goat. I love Ampharos. I love Mareep, and I love Flaffy. Brilliant Pokemon. I love the design. I'm putting Ampharos into Mega. I'm gonna put him because he's obviously a Mega Evolution, but also the same. I love its Mega Evolution. But that line in that line recently, especially, like obviously I've got a pink Ampharos for my Scarlet and Violet save, and I don't regret a single second of it. I streamed it and it was brilliant. I loved it. I loved getting it, and I loved the short. I'm gutted the short didn't do well, but I loved the short. Then I forgot about you. Can't remember your name, to be honest with you. Marrow's line and Azumarill, decent to be fair. I quite don't mind that line, to be fair. It's not what I particularly think about. It's a tank. It's a pure tank. When I got that fairy upgrade in Scarlet and Violet with the, I think it's fairy upgrade, it turned into a tank. So I'm not going to complain at all. Sudowoodo is amazing, just for the fact Brock Sudowoodo alone, and the idea of Sudowoodo just like kind of just standing there like a tree. He's just quite a cool Pokemon. I can't complain. Quite like Sudowoodo. Like, we're not really basing off like stats or anything. Like, okay, realistically, Crobat's really good and competitive because it's really fast. Whilst at the same time, then in that one, Pichu isn't good and competitive for obvious reasons. Like, it's a pre-evolution. It's the first of its line. So like, if you're looking in that sense, then like they would be completely different. So we're looking at my personal preference on how I feel about the Pokemon, if I like the design and stuff like that. That's realistically what we're going off of. Oh, Toedscool, I want to say the forgotten evolution of the forgotten evolution. I don't know where to put him. I quite like him. I'm gonna put him in decent. I quite like him, but people do forget about him. But I like him. I do like him. Hoppip evolution line. I've got a shiny Hoppip in Scarlet and Violet, so that's gonna go straight into decent. I think the rest of the evolution I should go into meh. They ain't too great. Quite boring. Filler Pokemon realistically, so like it's understandable. I think me putting them in there, to be honest with you. I can't remember your name, but I do like you're not forgotten. Trying to get a shiny one because it's pink. Meh, not my personal favorite Pokemon. Sunkern and some Flora. Forgot about you, to be honest with you. Like, once again, filler Pokemon. I got reminded of you in Scarlet and Violet because of the trial, which was quite funny. But yeah, I forgot about you. Yamna. I quite like Yamna. Pretty decent Pokemon. I quite like a shiny the blue. Straight up into Goat. Wooper and Quagsire. Brilliant. I love them. I do love them. I truly do love them. Like, Quagsire is really good in Pokemon as well because it's a water ground type. So like when it comes to first and defensive against electric, it's brilliant. Not so much against grass. It's got a 4 times weakness to grass, but we let it off. We do let it off on that one. Espeon. Espeon's amazing. Umbreon is GOAT. Umbreon shiny is in contention to be the best shiny ever. Just such a fantastic shiny. The blue instead of the yellow, I think it's really cool. I think it's up there with like the likes of Haxorus or Mega Rayquaza. Brilliant shiny Pokemon. Murkrow, decent. I do like Murkrow. Turns into a purple colour shiny. I did try to hunt one, but I didn't get it. It's probably will stop me from going into Amazing. Slowking. Once again, quite like Slowking. Pretty decent Pokemon. Never really chose Slowking on that hand. Mainly because you have to trade it and it's a little bit of an inconvenience in that sense, especially like in the olden like DS days. It was quite hard to. So I think that's a decent little place to put it. Mischievous. Oh, is that the pre-evolution? Is Mischievous the evolution form? I can't remember. Nah. Quite like you. I quite like you though. I do. Scarlet Legends Arceus, you were really good. Quite enjoyed it. Unknown. I remember Unknown. That's the thing. I'm gonna put him Unknown in and forget about you because it's the worst. It's the worst category. But I know everyone knows Unknown, but I hate Unknown. Big impression. Wobbuffet, amazing just for the anime alone. He's really funny. Girafarig. This is a controversial one. I can feel Porco feel his presence just watching this now and being like, where am I gonna put him? I'm gonna have to put him in forget about. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I quite like Girafarig to be fair, so I'm gonna put Girafarig into amazing. Only because I just like its design. I think it's just a really cool design. I never used it, but I quite like its design, and I really like its evolution, Scarlet and Violet. So it's gonna stay in amazing. It's not quite GOAT. It's not GOAT, and I would probably say it's at the bottom of amazing. I think it's a fair placement. Pinchinit? I've butchered that. Forgot about you, and even for your evolution, not even actually fair. I quite like the design on him. You could go into meh. Quite like your design, to be honest with you. I can't remember your name though. Oh shit, what's your name? You've got an evolution which they can stretch up to. I can't remember his name, and it's gonna bug me. But meh, I don't like him personally. Gligar. It could be the evolution, pre-evolution. The Gligar might be the evolution form, but I still quite like Gligar. I think it's quite a cool little Pokemon, decent. Steelix. I've always liked Steelix. You could go into decent as well. Steelix is I find really cool. Mega Steelix is a really cool Mega. Looking at it now, but it has to go into the Mega tier just because it's out of the way. It's out of the way. Has to go into the Mega tier. But it's a really cool Mega on that hand. YouTube, go away. Like, no one remembers you. Not at all. Quillfish, meh. Quite like Quillfish. Never really used him. Filler Pokemon, Scizor. Or as my girlfriend pronounces, Skizzer. I quite like Scizor. I'm gonna put Scizor in decent. I quite like Scizor. Mega Evolution's really cool, but it has to go into Mega. I can't look at this Pokemon. I can't remember his name. Shellos? No, not Shellos. No. Oh, what's your name? I've really been called out here on my Pokemon knowledge. I do like its design though. Heracross, I really like Heracross. I think Heracross is really good. I used Heracross in my recent Heart Gold Soul Silver playthrough. Really good little team member to have. Mega Heracross, I'm not a big fan of Mega Heracross, but it stays in the Mega category. You get an evolution in Generation 4. You ain't that good in this generation. I'm gonna put you in meh. Just because it doesn't have an evolution in Generation 2, so you're not gonna really be using it. Teddiursa and Ursa Ring. Teddiursa has to go into amazing because it's really cute. Ursa Ring's ain't nothing really special. Gets Ursa Luna later on in Legends Arceus, but nothing really special. Magmar and Slugma. Slugma has to go into GOAT just for the name. Just for the name alone. And Magmar, I quite like his design to go into decent. Swinub and Piloswine. I know everyone hates these Pokemon, and I don't blame them. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. With Mamoswine, it is a lot better though. With Mamoswine, it's so much better. It completes it perfectly. So I think, but because it's Generation 2, we can come on to Mamoswine when we do Generation 4. I think that's a fair placement though. Then we've got Corsola. Meh. Then forget about Corsola, but at the same time, I don't remember. Like, it's not a Pokemon you can use realistically. When it does dive, though, it's quite cool. Like, was it? I think it was it? No, it wasn't Hisuian. What was it? It was Galar. Galar? Was it Galar? Galarian? Galarian? I can't remember what they called him. Don't remember your name. What's your name? And before it begins with an R. I can't remember his name. Octurne or whatever your name. I'm so bad at Pokemon names. Like it's just coming. It's coming upon me how bad I am at Pokemon names. Oh bloody hell. You can go into meh. Delibird is he's decent. He's a gimmick Pokemon. Like for a gimmick Pokemon, he's okay. Like when it comes to like, he only does like present or whatever it's called. Like he's a gimmick Pokemon. He's okay. He can stay there. I quite like Mantine. You can go into decent as well. I do like it. I love the design. I really like the design. Never used it, but I love the design. Then we got the Houndour down. Yeah, decent, but I do like Houndour. Mega Evolution's really cool as well, but he goes into Mega. Kingdra. Kingdra's sick. Kingdra is sick. Phanpy is also very cute. You're right. You can go into decent. You're not as cute as Phanpy. I know you're the evolved form of Phanpy, but you're not as cute. Kingdra though, I love the design of Kingdra. Porygon 2, I want to say? Maybe? Yeah, it's Porygon 2. It's a Porygon Z. One of the two. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about you, but I do quite like the smooth design. I don't think it's a terrible Pokemon. Stantler. Yeah, you're meh, realistically. You can go into Forget. Oh, no, to be fair, someone did win the championship using you. Just using Sketch. What's your name? Look, okay. I don't remember his name. There's a lot of Pokemon to remember, okay? Like, give me a break. Tyro. I forgot about you, realistically. Hitmontop is decent. Got a shiny when the Pokemon go, so it is kind of bump up the, you know. Smoochum. I don't know what to feel about Smoochum. Forgot really, but I forgot it existed, to be completely honest with you. Is it the pre-evolution of Jinx? It's like, I'm surprised it's not a, you know, surprised they actually touched Jinx after the controversy. So I know, Elekid is really cute. Elekid is really cute. I'm gonna put him in decent. Magby is also really cute. But I've got a shiny one, so I'm gonna put it straight into amazing. Oh, straight up into the GOAT, just mainly because like, Wendy's Miltank just wrecked certain teams. Like, if you weren't built for Wendy's Miltank, you were, to put it nicely, fucked. You were, you know, no chance. Blissey, not quite GOAT, but really cool. I quite like Blissey, quite cute. That could go straight into amazing. And now we go into the legendaries and pseudo legendaries. The 3 legendary beasts, or dogs, whatever you want to call them. Raikou to start off with. As a kid, my favorite. So amazing. Entei, once again, amazing. I think these are really good trio of, and then a trio of legendaries. Suicune goes straight into GOAT. Got a lot of Pokemon in GOAT. But Suicune, I've got that Suicune card, which is my favorite card. But also at the same time, just Suicune in general. I love the story of Suicune and Heart Gold. It's also especially brilliant. Larvitar, you're quite cute. I'll put you in decent. You'll forget really. No one really remembers the middle stage. Tyranitar has to go straight into GOAT. What a Pokemon. Not a big fan of Mega Tyranitar though. Getting there. Only the last 3 Pokemon left, and 3 very popular Pokemon. Lugia. I nearly said Luigi. I nearly said Luigi then. Lugia. I love Lugia. I do love Lugia. And shiny Lugia is up there with one of the best shinies. But I'm going to put it into amazing. Only because Ho-Oh has to go into GOAT for me. Ho-Oh was my favorite because of Heart Gold Soul Silver. I played Heart Gold. So Ho-Oh coming down from the Burnt Tower, beautiful team. And I've just always liked Ho-Oh. I've got a shiny Ho-Oh card, which is one of my, I think it's my favorite card. It is my favorite card. And then finally for Celebi, I'm gonna put you into amazing. The pink shiny though is amazing. Pink shiny is brilliant, to be fair to it. And this is my tier list. And I think it's a decent little tier list, to be honest with you. I do think it's a decent little tier list. I think a lot of people might be, you know, some people might be unhappy with certain things. You know, maybe, you know, they don't like the placement of this, or they don't like the placement of that. Maybe, you know, Ho-Oh being up there in GOATs is, compared to Lugia being amazing, is going to kick off. But it's my tier list. Let me know what you disagree with in the comments below, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.